The Listening Pavilion. The House of Quiet Answers. This is a story about three monkeyteers who enter a pavilion where every visitor is trying to solve a problem by thinking harder, talking louder, and making one more plan. Their 25th miracle-minded adventure begins when they discover that receiving may require enough quiet to listen. The three monkeyteers arrived at a white pavilion by a mountain lake. A sign read, "The House of Quiet Answers, please enter with one question." Spider Monkey rushed inside. "I have 12. Squirrel Monkey adjusted the leather pouch beneath his cape. "I have a notebook." Howler Monkey puffed out his chest. "I have answers." Inside, monkeys paced and argued with charts. At the center stood a silver chair beneath a bell. Spider pointed. "That must be where the answer comes." A caretaker smiled. "Sometimes." "How long does it take?" asked Squirrel. "That depends on how long you keep interrupting." Howler laughed. "I never interrupt guidance." Spider and Squirrel stared at him. Howler frowned. "Frequently." Spider climbed into the chair. "Which path should we take tomorrow?" He immediately began talking. "The river path is shorter, but the mountain path has shade unless it rains." The bell remained silent. Squirrel took the chair. "I made a decision chart." He unfolded a huge paper. "Possibilities, risks, backup possibilities." "Helpful?" asked the caretaker. "No." Howler took the chair. "Stand aside. I shall ask correctly." He inhaled. "Guidance, please speak clearly and immediately." His voice echoed through the pavilion. The bell shook. Ding! Howler leaped up. "I received an answer." "You rang the bell with your voice," said the caretaker. "Technicality." The three tried harder. Spider thought. Squirrel planned. Howler explained. By noon they had 6 maps, 4 schedules, 2 arguments, and 3 headaches. Spider rubbed his forehead. "Why isn't the answer coming?" Squirrel sighed. "Maybe we haven't done enough." Howler stood. "Excellent. We shall intensify." The leather pouch bumped Squirrel's side. "Or pouch time." He drew a folded slip. Spider opened it. The paper read, "You do not always receive by adding more thought. Sometimes you receive by becoming quiet enough to listen." Howler stared. "That is a suspiciously inactive strategy." Spider looked around. "What if all this thinking is too noisy to hear anything else?" Squirrel folded his chart. "What do we do instead?" The caretaker pointed toward 3 cushions beside the lake. "Sit, that's all?" asked Spider. "Sit." "No charts?" "No speeches," asked Howler. "Especially no speeches." They sat. At first, quiet felt impossible. Spider's thoughts bounced. River path, mountain path, rain, mud, bananas. Squirrel mentally reorganized his chart. Howler silently rehearsed what he would say if guidance arrived. A bird called across the lake. Water touched the shore. Spider whispered, "I'm still thinking." "Me too," said Squirrel. The caretaker spoke softly. "You do not have to fight the thoughts. Let them pass without following every one." They sat longer. Spider noticed a thought and let it go. Squirrel resisted making another list. Howler almost announced how well he was doing at silence. Spider opened one eye. Howler closed his mouth. After a while, Squirrel whispered, "We don't actually need to choose tomorrow's path today." Spider looked at him. "That's true." Howler frowned. "We spent the morning solving a decision that had not arrived." They laughed quietly. The silver bell rang. Ding! Nobody had touched it. Spider looked toward the caretaker. "Was that the answer?" "Maybe the answer was a space in which you noticed what was already obvious." Back inside, a monkey asked, "How did you get the bell to ring?" Spider smiled. "We stopped trying to make it ring." "That sounds inefficient." Howler nodded. "I felt the same way." Squirrel tucked the slip back into the pouch. Spider said, "Monkey mind says think harder." Squirrel added, "Make another plan." Howler raised a finger. "And regrettably, talk louder." Spider smiled. "Miracle Mind remembers that I cannot receive an answer while filling every bit of space with my own solution." Squirrel nodded. "Quiet isn't doing nothing. It is making room to receive." Howler looked across the lake. "For the record, I have one final thought." Spider groaned. Howler smiled. "I can wait." The 3 monkeyteers tossed their feathered hats into the air and cheered together. "One for all and all for one." And then they shouted, "Love all, for all is love."